Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This time I'm going to talk about a classic for the Super Nintendo, Super Metroid. I played the game on the Wii U Virtual Console. They have it for a promotional period for 30 cents. So if you guys have a Wii U, do yourself a favor and buy this classic for only 30 cents right now. And what can I say about Super Metroid? I bought the game, I got the game back in 1994 when it first came out. It was my first Super Nintendo game. I remember my dad bought me the Super Nintendo bundle that came with Super Mario World, and he also bought Super Metroid alongside Super Mario World, and back in 1994. And I remember when I first played the game, I actually didn't really like it that much because it was very challenging. The game required you to do a lot of exploration and backtrack a lot, and me as a kid didn't really have a clue or where to go or what to do. But the more time I spent with the game, the more I learned to appreciate it. And I did finally manage to beat the game maybe a year later in 1995. And I repurchased the game when they launched it for the regular Wii Virtual Console a few years ago, and I did played it, but I did not manage to beat the game. So I repurchased it now that it's only 30 cents. And set myself the goal to beat the game. And my feelings towards this game have not changed at all. I think it's an instant classic. It's one of the best games of all time. If you look at it from an unbiased point of view, I think it's undeniable that this game has just timeless graphics. The sprite work is just fantastic in this game. The atmosphere and the environment in this game are perhaps one of the best, if not the best. And it's I find it really odd that this game, it's an adventure or exploration game or action game, if you will, but to me it always had that a little bit of a horror element, because you play with Samus and you arrive to the planet Sebes, and which is this isolated planet. You're in there by yourself, and the music when you first get there is very eerie and a little bit creepy. And the game just has this eerie vibe because you're all alone in this planet looking for the last Metroid in captivity. And the story, it's simple and it follows I believe the previous games. All you have to do is rescue the Metroid that became attached to you previously, and you're all by yourself. So the game really focuses on you exploring the world. It also focuses on having a good memory in terms of remembering areas that sometimes are unreachable, and you need a certain item, and then you have to go back when you get that certain item. So there's a lot of backtracking. If you guys play the Castlevania series, maybe it's a little bit similar in an extent. But Super Metroid just has that timeless combination of factors, from the graphics to the 16 graphics to the gameplay to the atmosphere, the environments, and the overall level design is just fantastic. The game really never gets old, and even when you get stuck, you want to push yourself forward to find out exactly what what you missed previously, or what item you need to move on to the next area. So I was pretty happy with my progress. I think I beat the game in 6 hours and 20 minutes, which is not bad considering it's been almost 20 years since I beat the game. And I was actually surprised at my item completion at the end. I managed to get 75% of the items, which is not bad at all. Again, considering it's been almost 20 years since I last fully beat this game. But this is it's an instant classic, and it motivated me to play Metroid Fusion, which I never beat. and Metroid Fusion is the great Game Boy Advance game that I have it on my 3DS as part of the Ambassador program. So I'm really looking forward to finishing that game because I never did. And in terms of the Wii U version of this Super Nintendo Classic, the game runs flawlessly. You have to give it to Nintendo. The Wii U Virtual Console emulation is 100% perfect. No issues with the sound, no issues with the frame rate, nothing. The emulation is almost perfect, and I found myself playing this on the gamepad all the time because I think the smaller screen does a better job of preserving the original type of graphics of the game. The game does look pretty good on on my high definition TV, which is right there. It's a big screen. It doesn't have the same original ratio that the game was intended to have, the 4:3. But the game does a pretty good job of looking good at the on my HD screen. So, but I highly recommend that you guys play on the gamepad. I don't know if you can see. I know my camera is, there's a lot of reflection, but the game looks really, really good. Especially when you played it, looks great in motion. That's the title screen, and I know I have a reflection there from some light bulbs, but trust me, this game looks great, still plays great, and it's really a game that has aged well, and that you guys don't really have to worry about anything. And the cool thing about this being released on the Virtual Console as well is that this game is getting really hard. I don't want to say hard to find, but it's getting to be very pricey if you want to get the cart version of the game. So if you have a Wii U, I highly recommend that you guys pick this game up. Or if you don't, if you have a regular Wii, just buy it on the Wii Virtual Console. The game is just as good. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching.